All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hello and welcome to tonight's Shadow Warrior stream. Today, we are exploring the dark side of Warrior. We are exploring Count Your Blessings. We're exploring Decimator Great Axe. We are exploring 15 defense reactions. We are exploring everything that that I despise, to be honest. um, I feel like we are kind of at that point where the metagame has kind of pushed us into this position where we need to explore some darker magics. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, we're gonna be going over that. This is from my testing. This has been very effective, and I don't know how to feel about it, guys. um, it turns out the hunted actually gave warrior, the defensive warrior, some very, very nice tools. Shelter is very strong. Quick dodge flexors is nice. And arguably, Decimator Great Axe is at its best it's been in a long time. So it has been a while since Decimator Great Axe has really made its mark. This would probably be over a year ago at this point. There was a small period of time last year when Dromai LL'd, and there were powerful decks in the format, but they were all kind of mid-rangey and quote-unquote fair. And then there was also Kano as well. And Decimator Great Axe, Dorinthia, Boltyn, Kasai, and Olympia all had some showings. I think there was a calling in Europe that, in particular, Decimator Boltyn did very, very well. And with the book banning, plus all these new tools, including Jagged Edge, which is actually very, very important, we're kind of at that point where this is actually very viable. And it's very interesting because the hunted pushed warrior into the position where they're like, okay, you're going to play with daggers and you're going to like it. And we tried exploring several dagger builds for like the last 4 weeks. I believe we have done dagger builds for the last 4 weeks. And this week I presented a CYB Jubil Dorinthia build that I thought was extremely strong. And the cornerstone of that build is basically, I'm going to fatigue you, or I'm going to board such that I can play normal Dawnblade, right? And the Decimator builds in the past did not have a lot of extenders, but now we've gotten to a point where we're getting more and more extenders. And, you know, CYB might be arguably the best extender of all. The build that I'm going to show you guys tonight is just a pure Decimator build. It does not involve CYB, but I think there is a world where you combine CYB and Decimator Great Axe and create the greatest evil that Solana has ever known. So there's that. So I'm going to kind of bring you guys through my process of how I got to here. We're going to do a little, we're going to have a notepad open, and we're going to look at several deck lists. We're going to have a tier list, and then we're going to play some games and stuff like that. So yeah, let's take a look at a little bit at chat, and then we will get going here. Answer to video title, no. Well, the next guy says Boltyn never left. We've actually seen Boltyn's win rate go down and down and down and down over the last couple months. Part of that, I think, is Rune Blades have been getting better. Part of that, I also think, is that people are on a pure Raiden build. Now, I understand pure Dawnblade, Unga Bunga, Go Face. I talked about this in my deck tech. I understand the appeal of that because that is the way that James White intended for you to play Dorinthia is with Dawnblade, and you play your Warrior's Valor, and they block, and you play your Iron Song response, and you get them. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Same thing with Boltyn. Now that they've printed so many Raiden support cards, it's very clear LSS wants you to embrace the art of Boltyn in the Lumina Ascension and play Raiden Boltyn, right? Kasai, they very intended for you to play with swords, right? There's an intended build, but yeah. All right, let's see that CTB decimator build. You mean CYB, but yes. That we're not going to do that, but yeah. MILB in chat, yep. Is this going to be a surprise Fang stream as he's the better Boltyn? Well, we'll talk about that because there's actually 5 viable Decimator Great Axe warriors. So, yeah. Shadow Warrior. Yep. Degenerate Boltyn. That is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing some degenerate things. CYB Fang sounds so wrong. Well, I mean, you got to find a way to get out a 42% win rate. Nourishing Kasai Decimator seems pretty cool. Now that is actually one of the reasons why Kasai, you might be like, what in the world, Josh? Kasai's hero ability says swords. It's like, yeah, but you could also banish things for nourishing, which is also important. I'll go through all the warriors and talk about why CYB is good in all 4 of them, or 5 of them. Wish there was more axe-related cards. Well, I actually think there's just barely enough. There's Felling Swing, and Sharpened Steel is kind of like an axe card. So, please, CYB DGA Olympia. Funnily enough, I actually think that might be the best Olympia build. I have been playing a build of Olympia that I've greatly enjoyed in the league that means nothing, and it's a Saber build. It's very aggressive. It's using Courage, Blade Hold, and Bolters and stuff like that, but that may not be the best way to build them. This excites me quite a bit. Was wanting to see Decimator decks talked about again. Yeah, Decimator is that I don't know, Voldemort of warrior topics. We don't talk about it. Josh asking if a warrior is good actually has the same energy as a newspaper headline. It's no. It's always no. It's never not been no. Well, you see, I gotta pose a question and try to answer it. Honestly, Decimator is strong, but any hero playing it instead of their signature weapon is just kind of sad. Well, I'm going to talk about how I think we got to this position where it's very sad. Yeah, I agree. There is, I'm trying to be excited, but part of me is like, I can't believe I've gotten to this point where I'm going to have to do this. I have been streaming for like 3 years, guys. I have never streamed a dedicated Decimator Great Axe build. I did have builds that had the Great Axe in the side. I was like Dawnblade with, okay, we splashed the Great Axe to deal with Azuri or something back in the day. But never gone this far. Hey Josh, did you watch the milk disease video? I did. That was very, very funny. Somebody said that I was patient zero. It might have been you that said that. Well, I have a different version of milk disease, I guess. Sorry, I meant to say any hero being forced to play it to compete. That's correct, right? The build I'm about to show you is actually kind of disgusting in 2 ways. 1, it's running Decimator Great Axe. 2, it went from being a relatively cheap budget deck to $1,700. The build I'm about to show you costs $1,700 to build in paper. Now, if you're a very enfranchised player, you probably have a lot of these cards because they are generics. But you could buy a Boltyn Armory deck, upgrade it with like $50, and take it to that position where you're like, okay, I have a pretty competitive Raiden Boltyn list. And that's probably what LSS wants. But Wallet Warrior might be stronger. We'll see. To be honest, they need to print way more warrior cards that are just weapon agnostic. See, that would take a lot of development time to do that. If you look at the Majestics say weapon, whereas the rares and commons say dagger, and there's a reason for that. Decimator Olympia is the best Olympia. Shame about it costing as much as a house. Yes. The Olympia deck is also very expensive. Love you, Josh. Well, thank you very much. I love you guys too. Heart of Fendel is a big chunk of it. Well, yes, Heart of Fendel is in the deck. If anybody asks me, Josh, I don't have Heart of Fendel, what should I replace it with? Kyle's gonna time you out or something. The Pocket Change DGA deck. Yep, pretty much. Perforate says dagger. If it was weapon, it might be actually very good in rated. There's a lot of. I'm sure they've. There's two possibilities. One is that the LSS dev team is kind of lazy, so that's why they said, hey, instead of it saying target weapon, just make it say target dagger. Then we don't have to think about all these fringe cases and all that. Same with things like Cleave or Blade Runner or Precision Press. They're all specifically worded, right? So that's one possibility. I don't think that's a possibility. I don't think that's what's likely to be the case. The other possibility is that they tested it worded differently and it was broken. Now, I do know that some of the Boltyn armor was worded differently in development and it was very broken. So they changed the wording on different things in the armor. For example, Soul Bond Resolve is the first time you take damage, right? And that I thought that was a Talishar bug the first time. It's like, no, it's not. Same with Warband of Bolana. It costs 2. Well, in another world, the text was different, or the costs were different, or Soul Bond Resolve was different, but that's not the world we live in. New to Warrior, but I was playing some more mid-range Olympia using just Jubil as my main weapon. 1 energy attack for 3. Left a lot of wiggle room to get value with my cards as much as I could. That is correct. That is one of the strengths of Warrior, is on paper, we have some of the strongest weapons in the game. We have access to Dawnblade and Jubil, 1 cost for 3 power. We also have access to Decimator Great Axe, 3 cost for 4 power, but it's very difficult to defend against because it halves the defending card. A defending card. So, okay, we have caught up with chat. Let us go down the rabbit hole a little bit, and let me tell you a little bit of a story, and then we will get to the list and all that. Let's see. Okay, let me swap over to. All right. Okay. Ooh, that's not right. Uh-oh. That's very small. What's going on? Let me see here. Okay. Maybe I fixed it now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for the update, or for the stream preview to update. Okay, but anyways, while we're waiting on that, okay, looks like it fixed. Okay, so this is, like all good stories, it all starts with Olympia. For those of you who know the Pro Tour LA story, why I landed on Hatchet Dory for Pro Tour LA and eventually top 8 at that Pro Tour. I was playing with Olympia and I was winning games with Hatchet Olympia, and I was like, hold on, what? What is going on? So this is the list that I've been playing in the league that means nothing. It is just a for funsy league. This is the list that I really like, and it's a Saber based list, and it's fine. It does the thing. It's got defensive cards. It tries to re-equip these 4 things. You know, it's fine. However, I have been looking around and there is a much better version of this. And that is the Decimator Great Axe Olympia. That is basically re-equipping quick dodge flexors. It has all of the classic fatigue cards. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at, you know, Olympia's win rate. Okay. I also looked at his Fabric page and I was like, okay. The most used weapon for Olympia is no longer hatchets. It's not sabers. It's not Jubil. It is now Great Axe. It's now the most popular list. And hey, look at that. Olympia's win rate is actually better than before. Slightly. Still pretty garbage, right? But Olympia was doing a little bit better, okay? So I got to thinking, well, there are some other builds that can utilize a Great Axe. And one of the most obscure builds is this one. Now, we are not going to play this list on stream, but I will take you through the process of this deck, okay? So as you can see, this deck has 38 cards in the main board and has no equipment that is shared. All right, so we have the core is a combo deck, or the combo pieces, right? We have Lumina, we have Beacon, we have a lot of blues. Okay. In the sideboard, we basically have defensive cards, and we have, you know, cards like CNC, E-Strike, Sharpened Steel to support the Great Axe. And we have a ton of equipment in this sideboard here, okay? And so let me show you the configurations for this deck. So basically, if we're playing combo, we add, you know, E-Strike, we add some D-Reacts, we add our Spirit of Arena, you know, and we kind of leave these in the sideboard here, right? Okay. And we're just basically trying to combo off like this. Of course, we can switch into a fatigue deck. We could play like this. Now, Radiant Flow is very old school, but just for the sake of deck slots, this was not quick dodge flexors. You'll see why in a second. But yeah, so we basically shove in most of the cards here other than our no blocks. Obviously, you can bring the snag in if it makes sense, right? And so you played Great Axe with Courage of Blade Hold, which looks ridiculous, but, you know, it's not bad. You also play Helm of Halo's Grace to get that early charge, which will basically enable the Radiant Flow. All right. Then finally, you have a Wizard configuration where you're still running the combo pieces of Courage plus the swords, but then you also have Radiant Flow, Halo, and AB1 to support that, and you can run a clean 60, go up a little bit on the blues, obviously take out the D-Reacts, right? So you can play kind of like this, right? So this build has 3 decks in one, and it's fine. It's not bad. But I started thinking, hold on. Who do I actually want to combo? And we get to this picture here. Now, it looks like I'm blocking Viserai here, but, you know, Viserai is about to be irrelevant, but that's okay, right? So I was like, okay, there's a lot of heroes in this meta that just do not matter, right? Let's face it. There are literally 37 heroes right now. A good portion of them are irrelevant. Sadly, Boltyn is down here as well. And I was like, okay, if I had to pick, would I rather combo or play Decimator Fatigue or Decimator Deck Fatigue or whatever you want to call it? And then there's also the option of playing a slower combo. So this, what do I mean by fast combo, slow combo? Slow combo is one that tries to get out Spirit of Arena, and, you know, you're trying to kill them with a via the Vanguard turn, or this is maybe involving Energy Potion plus Warband of Bellana, you know, trying to do that type of style, right? So that's what I mean by slow combo. And I was like, I mean, realistically, the only decks I actually want to combo are Zen and Phi. I'm not thrilled to play illusionists in general. I don't even know if they're supposed to be here, but like you just look at this, like the majority of heroes I'd rather play with my decimator version. And the funny thing is that these heroes here, if you're running a dedicated decimator list, a lot of these heroes actually can be handled, right? So here is where we've come. So this is the list where what we're going to play tonight. This is, I'm going to link it to you guys in chat. This is the culmination of lots of thought. It is a pure Decimator Grid X build. It's running Crown, Bracers, Quick Dodge, and Tunic, but it also has Halo and AB2. And it's running a balance of defense and extenders, which is very important. Although, to be fair, in this current metagame, how many decks can actually set up on you? Not very many, right? So we have classics like CNC, E-Strike, Felling, and Sharpen Steel. These are all extremely good at extending your turns. Same with Standing Order is also good. Of note, Boltyn's hero ability is actually live on certain turns, right? So if you go Sharpen Steel Decimator, you can follow up with a CNC if you give it go again. If you E-Strike for 7, you can give it go again. If you Standing Order and sink your arsenal, you can give it go again. If you play a CNC and they block, you can Fatal Engagement and then give it go again, right? It's not going to happen a lot, but it's going to happen in some amount of time, right? We have a lot of defensive cards. We have Think Fate from the old days, Shelter also joining them. That's all you got. Extremely good in this metagame. Very likely to draw blue or yellow, which means, well, we could swing our weapon. Soul Shield is basically to power, it's a D-React. Also, it will power one Celestial Cataclysm in the second or third cycle. Our blues are kind of just, the best blues. Bolt is just here for a turn 0. So if you get to charge on turn 0, then you're going to have an extra soul to play with during the game. Fatal Engagement combines well with CNC or just any other attack. Glint, I don't really know if this should be here, but it's Glint. We're going to play it. Heart, maybe we don't need this, but traditionally slower decks like to play Heart. Overpower for that late game or just that extender. Provoke, very good with Tunic. Ripple Away, this is decent in the meta against Enigma, Florian if they're trying to stack Germinate and stuff like that. Steelblade Shunt, another way to use our Tunic along with Oasis down here. We have Truce for that turn 0 high roll. In the sideboard, we have some Jagged Edge, which serves two purposes. You can actually make your deck fatter. You can also use it with Tunic, or you can, use it as a tech card against Enigma. Oasis, a little bit of life gain, good Tunic outlet. You can combine Tunic with, Oasis with Soul Shield, Oasis with Shunt. Yeah. Got Sigil of Solace just for some life gain. Soon Viscerai will leave, and Reaping Blade will be basically only played in Florian. So that will be nice. And then we have Snag. We may not actually need Snag, where this deck already crushes Assassin, but it's good against Assassin. It helps our blue ratios a little bit. So yeah. So this is where we've arrived. All right. Let's take a look at chat a little bit, and then we'll decide if we want to talk a little bit more or we can play some games. There's been a lot of broken stuff in Fab's relatively short history. I strongly suspect that there are just dev inclinations that certain kinds of Buck Nutty Busted is safer than Good Warrior. Okay. There could be some dev bias. I don't know. Let's be honest. All warriors got going for us is our great weapons. And we're going to lean into that. Assassin stole our warrior identity with attack reactions. I feel like front pumps and swinging the weapon multiple times per turn cheaply could be a cool identity for warrior. Sure. Hey, JL. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I hope you're also doing well. Heard Buster S is the best decimator great axe Boltyn in the world. I don't know who that is, but sure. Noel Soulbond in the fatigue build or Tunic? We're running Tunic. I can see a reason for running other cards too. Dad, no. I'm sorry. Shadow Warrior. Man, that would be so spicy. Wow. This is as close to Shadow Warrior as it's going to get, I guess. I need a Blitz Olympia deck for the upcoming skirmish. Well, you could... I've never played Olympian Blitz. I can't help you there. But I did show you an Olympia build just now, so there's that. Poison Will instead of Snag for Earth Heroes and such. Sure, there's many ways you could go. This deck could use a few more poppers. Right now, we only have 3 Cataclysm. You could add Bolting Blade or... what's that card called? Raging Onslaught. Textless 3 for 7. Block 3 at red is not too bad. Hello, do you think the fatigue plan that you'll talk about have any particular interactions with other fatigue plans, i.e. Jarl, CYB? Or would it just be an eternal stare contest until someone dies? I think that because Jarl CYB does not run powerful, quote unquote, powerful blues, their damage density is not that high. So it should be okay. Arena will not approve. There is no way Arena approves of this list. This is Boltyn exploring a bit. Let's just put it that way. So the ability to run Soul Shield, Cataclysm, Bolt plus Halo enough to make Boltyn the best decimator deck over Dory. Okay, so we do need to talk about that. I do want to talk about the different warriors in Decimator. Pirate Warrior incoming. Maybe in the next set. That'd be cool. On Decimator Fang, you can use the royal items. That is true. Like, which royal items would be good? The Warhorn you're talking about? Can't wait for my weapon focus Runeblade. I don't know if they're gonna give a weapon focus Runeblade. Runeblade's class identity is like non-attack actions plus attack actions and then split damage. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the 5 warriors and why you would play each of them with Decimator. Because this, you look at this list, there's nothing here other than Cataclysm, Soul Shield, which frankly this could be Raging Onslaught. This could be whatever you want, basically. Bolt of Courage could be just any other blue. There's really no reason, and Halo, I guess, right? There's very little holding you back from playing Great Axe Dory, Great Axe Boltyn, Great Axe Kasai. So let's run through them. That's why I have this thing open here. Sorry if you're gonna get blinded a little bit. I'm sorry, but let's see. All right. All right. So for Dory, Boltyn, Kasai, Olympia, Fang. All right, so let's talk about why you would play it in Dory. All right. This doesn't have a lot of... Okay, this is just a basic ass notepad, so it doesn't even have like bullet points and all that. But okay, let's. You know it's a serious stream when Josh breaks out the notepad. Okay, guys. All right. Oh shit. Oh no. Let's not do that. That's okay. That's too much blinding. Okay. All right. So the reasons why you played Dorinthia in your Great X build. Opponent. Your opponent's likely to sideboard incorrectly. And what do I mean by that? They're likely to bring in their D-reacts because they have to assume you're on Dawnblade. D-reacts are not efficient and hurt their offensive output. Okay. What else? Stinging Steelblade also can convert 2 blues into 8 damage easily. But this requires bolters, right? Is there any other reason you guys can think of to run Great Axe and Dory over the others? There also could be so another benefit is that you don't have to go all in on Decimator Great Axe with Dory. This is what I did in LA is I ran a hatchet build that had Decimator Great Axe in the sideboard. So Iron Song Supremacy. I don't know if you're gonna run Iron Song or Steelblade Supremacy in that. Imperial Steel. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay. Nobody, and I mean no one, would see Decimator Fang coming. Yes, that is probably the most surprising of them all. Hit draw, yeah. I mean, sure. Okay, I think that's yeah. Okay, so that's basically the reason you would run it in Dory. Man, where the okay. All right, Boltyn. Access to Halo, Soul Shield. You could run looking for scrap. If you adjust your blue base, you can run that. Extra 7 tower poppers. Opponents very likely to side a clean 60 into you. This is actually a big thing. Is that the opponents are very likely to sideboard a clean 60. Now that with D-reacts, guys. So that's actually huge. If your opponent presents 60 and has 9 D-reacts, there's almost no way for them to win against a DGA. It's really, really, really hard. What else? You could also run Saving Grace, which is actually very funny against Azalea because you bring Boltyn Shot down below its power. It's very funny. Red Warrior's Valor is good bait. That is true. Yeah. What else for Boltyn? Oh, it's hero ability. His hero ability can extend turns with E-Strike, Standing Order, stuff like that. You can use Beacon of Victory or Cataclysm as your soul outlet in a longer game. Man, am I blind? Like, okay. I can't see the cursor. Okay. So that's that. Kasai. I think there's probably the least opponents will be very confused. I actually think people generally side up against Kasai, so I actually think that's not good. Because they already assume that Kasai is slightly more defensively focused. Can play Nourishing 3 times. It's kind of it. I actually, yeah. E-Strike 7 go again. Yep. He can also run the charge equipments. That's true. Get to show off your Heart of Fendel is a common thread in all the Decimator and X builds. Light combat trick card. Sure. It has the best Kano defense. Yes, that's true. Yes. Took Fatigue Boltyn to an RTN last year, gave Teklo his only RTN win of the season. Well, yes, there are certain decks that will beat Fatigue Warrior, but you know. You can Kasai, I guess, yeah, also has the ability to filter gold +1 resource. So you can build the deck with like cleave and other 1-cost pumps. You could build the Cell Swords, sure. Oh, you're talking about Lumina Lance. Yes, that Lumina Lance only works on Raiden, unless you're talking about the defensive version of Lumina Lance. Sure. Okay. Olympia. Up the ante. And visit the Golden Anvil. They're both very strong. Up the ante says target attack. So, like I said, you guys have not lived until you have played Command and Conquer and then played Up the Ante on it. Visit the Golden Anvil can you can re-equip the boots, which are one of the strongest defensive tools. What else? Now the downside of Olympia is actually you're probably the most, especially if you're playing Olympia at a high level tournament, everybody and their mom is going to be like, okay, this has to be Decimator Great X, right? You wouldn't bring Olympia to a tier 3, tier 4 event unless you had some devious plan, right? So, yeah. You could also parry Blade Shield into Great X. Sure, yeah. Opening equipment is flexible, yeah. What else? The helmet, the now prize Glia blocking for an extra 1 doesn't really matter in most situations. All right, then finally we have Fang. Opponents will be very, very confused. Can play Draconic cards, Oath. So you can play Oath of Loyalty, Blaze Hedgehog, Loyalty Beyond the Grave. This is probably the best point we have right here. You will be an absolute legend if you win an event with DGA Fig. Is there any other reason? Is the chest piece or the boots worth it? All the Draconic Warrior cards say target dagger, so literally, like, for the Draconic. 2 quick dodge on inventory, Jesus. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, so I guess people very similar to Boltyn. I think most people side clean 60s into Fang because you don't really want to go into a long game against Fang, right? This 2 royal cards. Seal and Warhorn? Yeah. Okay. Ta-da! Which of these is the best? I don't know. Let's take a poll. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I can have 5 options, but I'm going to try. Oh, looks like I can't add another one. I guess Kasai would be the weirdest one, so I'm not going to put Kasai. Okay. Best Decimator Great X Warrior, question mark. Dorinthia Boltyn, Olympia Fang. All right. Let's see what you guys think in chat. I started a poll. Please vote. I actually don't know, so I can't really influence anything. I kind of put it all out here, though. This is most of the thing. Now, if I'm feeling very, very, very evil, we might explore, you know, DGA Dory, DGA Kasai, Olympia Fang, but I think we might just do. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what we're doing next week. Oftentimes, I just kind of come up with the stream topic on the weekend. Kyle basically is just like, Josh, what are you streaming? I'm like, Boltyn. We just go from there. I wonder if Boltyn could make a Rotten Remains Banish Bomb. Maybe. What's the DGA? DGA is Decimator Great X. Most people just shorten it to Decimator, but DGA, I guess, is even quicker. Olympia's the most fun. I'm too new to know. Well, I mean, I kind of laid it all out here. You can kind of, you know, you can kind of have a pick. Let's see what people think right now. We got Dorinthia, Bolt. All right, so Boltyn is currently winning, although Olympia is close. Interesting. All right. Okay. Enough notepad for now. All right, we're probably going to play some games very, very soon with this list. What is your favorite class after warrior? It's probably ninja, but I have like no natural talent for that class at all. I like playing ninja, but I just suck at it. I also like playing mech as well. So if you search for Josh Lau on the fabtcg official deck list, they'll all be warrior deck lists except one. I have actually gotten a mechanologist deck list on the official website. So yeah. So I played Dash and I played Ira back in the day. So they both have, you know, I have some attachment to those two. Isn't Arcane Polarity just better in matchups that you plan to bring in Sigil into anyways? I mean, Sigil is an extender is the thing. Right? Sigil allows you to utilize it. So one of the issues is that, like, if you just get a random hand, let's see, okay, right? So this hand actually can't utilize all of the pieces, right? Now, if you had a card in Arsenal, you could play Standing Order, sink it, give it go again with Boltyn, and then, you know, attack with Ripple Away or something like that. Arsenal the Standing Order. This, you can utilize most of this one, right? But the nice thing is that if you draw Sigil of Solace, that card is always live, right? This card in particular is, this hand's actually very weak. Assuming that we need to attack with it, right? This hand's decent. Obviously, we have 2 blues. Felling Swing is nice. This hand can send Command and Conquer, or it can, if Tunic is up, it can, you know, Standing Order into Sharpened Steel DGA, Arsenal the CNC. This one can E-Strike, or it could Decimator Great Axe Glint into E-Strike is also an option. And it could go E-Strike Go Again, or it could go E-Strike 7. So Soul Shield is actually converting into 2 extra damage, basically. So I know Soul Shield right now is actually not very strong, because you're often not, how many 6 power things are you blocking, right? But if you can convert an E-Strike into basically E-Strike 7, you know, that's quite nice. Assuming that you want to follow up with DGA, right? This hand's not particularly good, but it can pay for Soul Shield, which is not bad. This hand is fine, right? Could even cycle this into something nice, right? This hand is playable, especially if we have 3 soul. So as you can see, like, most of these hands are fine. And I didn't even have the Sigil in there, but if the Sigil was there, you know, it'd be pretty fine. Just play something other than Warrior, Shocker. I mean, I've played a little bit of other classes, yes. But I would say that I have been pretty faithful to the class. I've always thought Talisman of Warfare would be fun tech for disruption on a Decimator deck. Ah. Yes, that is actually very interesting, because Talisman of Warfare says 2 damage, right? So if they block your Decimator with a card, it'll get reduced by 1. I mean, the main issue is that this card doesn't block and it disrupts them, but like, this deck is not really trying to disrupt them. I mean, you got CNC, but like, this deck is just all about big numbers and swinging Great Axe 15 times and making them sad. Like, yeah. Talisman is good in Fatigue Dash, sure. Yeah. All right, people think DGA Dorinthia is the best, which is interesting. The comment you made about no natural talent for ninja resonates with me. I've started to believe lately that not everyone can just play anything after struggling with some heroes. Yeah. I mean, when I started the game, my very first legendary was a Mask of Momentum. From my very, I had one single box, and I got lucky. That single box had a Mask of Momentum, and so I was like, okay, I'll just play some ninja. Why not? And this is back in Hong Kong, and this was before Monarch. So, and we basically only played Blitz back then. So I was just basically playing Ira. So that's how I learned the game. I quickly moved to Dory, but I realized that Katsu, I loved playing Katsu. I just cannot for the life of me figure him out. So yeah. Sorry, Josh, I don't want to buy Flexer. Show us the door. Dude, if you want, look at how expensive this deck is. Okay? This is pure evil. All right? You got to spend 160 bucks on a tunic, okay? 75 bucks on flexors. Play set of CNC over 200. You need to play set of E-strikes. All right? These Warrior Majestic super cheap. Jagged Edge only going to be 11 bucks. Shelter, that's another 200 bucks. Cataclysm, because Prism is a thing. It's not cheap. Soul Shield, also not cheap. Everybody and their mom wants that. All you got. So, there's that. Heart of Fendel. It's a fable. Ripple Away is not cheap. Provoke and Glint is another, small amount of money. Snag. Truce. Right? Okay, for some reason it says the shipping is like $100 and something, which doesn't make any sense. But this deck is not cheap to build. But if you are an enfranchised player, you have Tunic, you have CNC, you have E-Strike, you have Sink Below, you have Shelter, you have all these cards basically. You might not have Heart of Fendel, right? You might not have some of the Warrior Majestics, but those only cost 12 bucks for a playset. So, yeah. The value get off Fatigue into Poison the Well into CYB matchups is crazy good 2 of. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't. This deck should already demolish Assassin. Like, I don't know if you need Snag. You can add in Poison the Well, sure. Like, I don't even think you need 27 blues because you have 9 yellows in Tunic. I think you can actually go to 24 blues and be totally fine. But this is maybe this is Ed influencing me a little bit, saying you need more blues. I think you need to prove everyone wrong with DGA Fang next week. All right. Well, I don't know if the Fang gang can forgive me for playing Decimator Great X Fang. That might be too heartbreaking. The art of the Mugenshi has been lost to the art of solitaire. Light a candle. Yes. I can pilot Phi and Syndra. I cannot pilot Katsu. There's just too many decisions. Also, there's also that prediction of like, are they going to block? And if they block, when are they going to block? And then it's just too complicated. Could add a third Steel Blade Shunt, sure. What would you sub out Heart of Fendel for? Well, we're going to have to time you out, Kyle. Jarl CYB. I think this is like Jarl CYB is more disruptive, but like I don't know. This is, if any card gets banned, I said back in the day, I said if any card in Warrior gets banned, it's going to be Take It on the Chin. If any card gets banned other than Take It on the Chin, it's going to be this card. Because this thing is ridiculous. I like running Yellow Fellings in my DGA list. I also think that's a very, very, very valid play. It might be that we have too many defensive cards. Like, realistically, maybe we don't even need Soul Shield. Or we don't need that many. We don't, cut the Cataclysms. Just add Yellow Fellings, sure. Or we could literally go down some of these blues, add Yellow Fellings. I definitely could see this list being Rainbow Felling. DGA Fang sounds awful. Why pay 3 for 4 when you could 0 for 4? What? What do you mean? What's 3 for 4? You mean pitch a blue to swing Great Axe when you could... I don't even know. Once a Fang Gang, always a Fang Gang. I don't know about that. I feel like the Fang Gang might crucify me for playing DGA Fang. How do you beat Enigma? Well, that's kind of hard. But I guess you probably just go for like a more fatiguing angle because I don't know. Maybe Jagged Edge will help you. I don't know. Ironically, I think Fang would actually probably be the best into Enigma because you get Oath of Loyalty. Okay, if you want to beat Enigma, I'll tell you how to do it with this list. So you basically add Looking for Scrap, right? Okay. You probably add the reds and the yellows, to be honest, right? And then you change your blue base and you make it the light warrior, you know, 1 power things like Bravado, Engulfing Light. There's enough that you can... Let's see. This says 1 or less, right? Yeah, 1 or less. So there's enough... there's enough of these. So you have Beaming Bravado is 1, Engulfing Light is 2, Light the Way is 3, and you also have Bolt of Courage, yeah, 4. So you can have 12 1-power blues. And then you could play... That honestly might be better than what we have right here, right? I mean, Looking for Scrap off Tunic is really, really nice. I don't know. Maybe 6 is too many, but yeah, Boltyn does have that unique ability. Let's I think I wrote about it. Yeah. Did I? Yeah, right here. Yeah, I did mention that Boltyn can run Looking for Scrap. So that's what I would do against Enigma. I'd probably play very, very defensive. Although I don't know if that would work, to be honest. You just don't get matched up against Enigma. Yeah, that might just be the play. Scar for Scar might help. Yep. Basically all the tools that New uses, Boltyn could use, or any warrior could use. Or not any warrior, but... So New, when New has to be like really aggressive, she runs Scar and Looking for Scrap. Light card that kills auras? Cleansing Nova? Is that any good? Cleansing Light, sorry. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Wait. Okay, we used to play this a long ass time ago to get rid of not CLV, channel like CLF. Holy crap. Oh my god. Yeah, this is super old school tech. Rotten Remains 2? Oh yeah. That's also a new card that you could run. Yeah. I could totally see that. You could... In fact, a lot of these cards are really not doing much. Like, Glint the Quicksilver is realistically not doing much, right? So you could totally switch out your blue base, add in a bunch of... So you would have 15 of these 1-power things, and then you could easily power a Looking for Scrap. So 9 1-power blues is enough. Tested in Fatigue Dash. Yeah, easy. Sure. in that case, I would probably just add more, so then, or more light cards. So if you go first, you can get a free charge. Although honestly, maybe just swinging the Great Axe on turn 0 might be better, depending on how many cards they presented. Cleansing Light with Halo Tech, yeah. Blue Brandish if you're feeling spicy. Oh yeah, Brandish that whole cycle, yeah. From Monarch. All right, let's play some games. Let's show you. Let's show chat just how degenerate this thing is. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is like one of the matchups we actually don't want to see. Yeah. The amount of games I have against Ocilio is very low. I also think this is like, pretty sure this is Yuto, which is like one of the best Ocilio players in the whole world. He's okay. I mean, this is a good test. Let's just go with this. Okay, so we play our Halo. We play these. I don't know if this is correct or not, but I'm not sure like what build he's on there. So, all right. So let's bring in some blues. Let's bring in some healing. Let's bring in this. Let's take out some of our D-Reacts. We don't need all these. I guess we are kind of just gonna learn as we go. I guess this looks fine. I don't really like the soul shield either, to be honest. All right, we might go like this. So basically, we took out all of our defensive the D-Reacts, basically. That might be wrong. Ocilio has a lot of I don't know. I don't know. That's all you got is guild. They run funnel, sure. I don't know. Let's just go like this. I don't know. I don't know. Snag might not even be good against him. We don't need that many blues. Let's just run closer to 60. Okay. Let's see how this goes. He plays a lot of 4 attack cards. That's the old school version of Ocilio, right? I thought the modern version is doing something different. I thought the modern version is trying to pitch stack some wombo combo at the end of the game, right? I'm not 100% sure. Yo, get ready to be in a YouTube video, Josh. Well, I mean, I might. We'll find out. All right. Well, that's a lot of damage. All right. So because we're going second here, I mean, we're just basically pitching these away. All right. So we'll pitch. I mean, this is like the weakest card, so we'll just pitch this away. And we won't spell void. Okay, we'll heal back to full. All right, so current funnel CNC is the start of his pitch stack. All right, if we draw another blue, we can utilize this, which will be good for us. Hopefully draw something like an E-Strike would be kind of ideal. Okay. I mean, this is fine. We can put the standing order into the arsenal. It works. Oh, let me turn the sound on. Sorry, guys. Okay, now the sound is on. Sinks would be good. It might be pitch stacking. He's playing CNC. Wow. Yeah. I know there's multiple builds of Ocilio, and I just do not have enough experience. I have very little experience against Ocilio, and I have literally no experience with DGA against Ocilio. So we're gonna have to figure this out through the fire and flames, basically. Now it is more risky to put this in the arsenal because we don't have Crown to bail us out, but well, oh, okay, hold on. We actually kind of want a soul shield because now our standing orders are not on, which is sad. All right, what is this? Okay, sure. So I guess we're just blocking. And I mean, any physical damage, I think we just block basically. And hope our turn doesn't get messed up by Mind Warp. Oh, we could have put this on the bottom. Nice. Okay. Okay. This is going to play Etchings of Arcana. Okay. Does he have a sigil in the graveyard? He does not. That's 2 lightning presses gone as well. Etching's going to deal a ton of damage to us. I think we just want to swing our weapon, so no AB. Okay, taking 2, go to 33. Okay. Okay, swing. I don't know how much of a clock we can really put Acilio on. I think if he wanted to stack us, he could. So this is probably a dream matchup for Acilio. I mean, yeah, this is definitely up there. Blocking with an E-Strike. Wow. That's like one of the best cards that you can have. I wonder how badly AB2 is going to come and bite us in the ass. We'll figure it out. All right. Name of the game is any physical damage we block. I think if he doesn't stack us, we might actually fatigue him as well. So we'll find out. I don't know if AB2 can fatigue us, Cilio, but I remember that CYB Jubil Dory definitely could fatigue Acilio. So, all right. So we have to make a decision. Do we want to convert this into 3 offense or 3 defense? I think it's better at 3 defense. Please don't mind warp our blue into a red. Okay, just gonna play Sigil, sure. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna try to figure out a good way to use our tunic as well. He has so much time to build the board, yes. So he's gonna discard something. I don't know what he tried to discard, but he a little bit of Talishar bug there. And he got his sigil back. So he drew a card, I believe. Okay. Down to 23. Okay, so we could block with standing order to remove this from our arsenal. That is an option. Here, though, obviously we're just going to send this into the fray. Now, one thing about playing DGA is that you got to play pretty quickly when you play in paper. Not super quickly because the games generally don't go like 25 turns, but I mean, most games that you win are going to be at least 15 turns. So, all right, CLV into play. Sure. So he'll get to draw a card when he deals damage to me, which is going to be pretty easy, given that he's already amped quite a bit. I think we're just going to try to delay his draw as long as possible. Hopefully he sends something chunky so we can standing order. Do we want to standing order the arsenal? I don't know. I think we'll just let him draw here. So, I mean, is Acilio running that many 4 power cards? Like, I guess Sync and Fate would be okay, but like, I feel like we have to like kill him because I think this deck has a deterministic win with a pitch deck, so we can't be dilly dallying too much. With that much ABSV, he's going to prioritize Gone in a Flash combo with Boots Tunic. Yes, these two are very, very strong together. All right, there's Flittering Charge. do we want to swing or block? That is the question now. Let's just block. Let's just follow our heuristic of blocking. Although I feel like we do have to put some pressure on him. But yeah. Oh, he's just ending his turn. What? Okay. I think we just send this. It's very unlikely we're going to get to Arsenal or anything else, but you never know. Hey, look. We turn this into a Decimator Grid X, basically. All right. Hopefully draw some way to utilize our tunic. Not a lot of arcane damage, actually, from him this game. He's used 20 cards already, roughly dealt 7 damage to us. Like, I think he has to pivot, right? Like, he can't just keep throwing his hands into me. Look what LSS has done to us. What have we become? That is, your eyes do not deceive you, Omar. Okay. Okay, pitching an E-strike for this. Interesting. So I'm wondering if... I don't think Acilio runs Snatch. So I don't think it matters how we do this. Should I block 6, lose a value, or just... I think we just go for max value here. We'll take 2. Okay, there's the CLV. Sure. We'll just let him draw. Okay, there's Sigil of Lightning. Null Shock. What the heck is this? Target instant card is custom. Okay, so he could actually negate some of our instances. So I guess Sigil of Solace and CRB if we were playing it. Okay, so... Okay. There's the Mind Warp. Now, how big is this Mind Warp for? I actually can't tell. Well, so if we... Okay, I think we're actually supposed to Halo plus Tunic here. So we need to go back. So sorry. Need to go back a little bit. Need to Tunic. Because I wasn't sure how big it was. Yeah. Okay, so there's... So we'll take Tunic. And then we'll Halo and Arcane Barrier this. And we will use that. Okay, so our hand doesn't get disrupted. Okay, we're down our Halo, but it is what it is. We also got to use our Tunic, which is nice. Okay, and we have a very, very lovely 2-card hand. And we get to Arsenal a good card. So now there's a chance he can... I mean, he probably can CLV, get another draw, but, you know. I mean, we're chipping away at his life, so... And I haven't really seen a pitch deck start from him, so... Okay, so we put this into the arsenal. And let's see what he does here. See if he can use the embodiment. Okay, that's a good way to use it, sure. Okay, we want to move the Oasis into our arsenal or pitch for AB. So I think here we just shelter, deny the draw. As long as we can, at least. All he needs is 6 instances, 1 Gone in a Flash, and a finishing spell to combo out. You can see his amp on the left side, by the way, before it resolves. Oh, okay, right here. Okay, that is very convenient. It has one here, but it was covering it up last time. All right, so okay, so now his staff is now free forever, basically, until Boltyn learns how to deal arcane damage. Mm-hmm. Are we supposed to give him a draw? I don't think we could. I don't know if we could deny him a draw is the issue. I think we Oasis this right now. I think that's the best play. I think denying the draw on CLV as long as possible is good for us. Plus, he's very likely to send a spell at us, so... yeah, let's pick this. If this gets stuck in Arsenal, we're going to be so sad because we already used our standing orders. Okay, so this does no damage. Just the end of his turn. Okay. All right. Swing the Great Axe. If Prism can do it, so should Boltyn. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, right. Prism could deal arcade damage. Boltyn should be able to do some arcade damage. Yep, that would be very cool. All right, he blocked with these, which is very concerning. So this gives instances go again, and this so he can basically bounce sigils to amp. Okay, sure. Discarded null shock. I'm not sure why he's running this into us. I mean, if I was traditional Boltyn, there's no like, there's like nothing you would want to null shock. Okay, so we'll just Arsenal the Glint. If we draw an Oasis, that would be ideal. Okay, I mean this hand's pretty good on defense. Okay, okay, let's just start blocking. Maybe there'll be a CLV. He's played 2. Okay. Okay. Okay, so null shock is just a 1-cost shock. I see. All right, so he's going to use the boots here to give his instance go again. Then he's going to play an instant that'll allow him to bounce this. So now he's an embodiment. He played even bigger than that. Okay. Okay. Shock is very strong. Asili just wants the 1-cost shock. It negates instant Lumina's. Lumina will still be a action. Shock lethal damage after combo. You'll be low life. Action played as an instant is still an action. Yep. Okay, so he revealed a Blast Oblivion on the top, made a Quicken token. Okay. Okay, play Gone in a Flash. Sure. Okay, we just keep blocking down. I probably should have blocked with the red, to be honest. But whatever. Okay, this went back. Okay, he's amp 3 now. Just 2 physical. I think we just let that go. Next action card gets go again, so this could be a spell. There's etchings. Okay, we... Ooh, the issue is our turn sucks if this is the end of his turn. What is in our arsenal again? We just have Glint there. Am I supposed to take 7? I should have blocked with the blues before this. Now I'm tempted to play this out. Our turn becomes absolute garbage if we pitch this. He's going to get to play a sigil out again, and then... This is only once per turn, though. Alright, screw it. We'll take 7. We'll learn. Now what? Play an instant as... Yeah, it's not the end of his turn. I know that. Okay, now we can at least get a chance to block. Sure. I still think I'm not supposed to AB with this because this blocks 2 or swings for 4. So, I mean... Only the last point of life matters, yes. Alright, he's going to keep going, sure. I don't really understand what's happening, but Acilio's doing Acilio things right now. Alright, I think we're supposed to take 4 here. Is this a 0-cost spell? I mean, he's already amped 8, though. It's like... I don't know. I don't know. Okay, ending his turn. Okay. Swing the Great Axe. This looks like a Souls game, rolling and blocking all the boss attacks just to do one swing of your oversized weapon. When you get a small opening? Yes. Yes. Trying not to die from the big boss combo. Yep. You right. You right. Uh-oh. This hand is kind of bad. I mean, Tunic saves it, but this hand actually doesn't force him to block is the issue. All right, there's Blast to Oblivion. All right, we're definitely blocking this. Okay, he's going to somersault it. Return. Sigil of Conductivity, so he gets an embodiment. Sure. Okay. Plays this. Sure. He has no action point right now. What? I don't know what's going on. Really? What? Huh. All right. I mean, I think we're supposed to glint the Great Axe if he blocks. Dude, if I knew that was the end of his turn, I would have kept the Jagged Edge, and then I could have Jagged Edged off the Tunic. All right, he's going to go to 1. Sure. We can kill him with Shunt if he actually had a real weapon, but he doesn't. All right. Last chance for Acilio. Okay, this might be a CLV turn. I feel like I might need to block... All right, let's see if we can bait a CLV to come out here. Because if it is a CLV turn, we can Tunic Oasis, then block with Tunic plus another card. All right, so it's not a CLV turn. Okay, target that. Oasis can actually target this. Not that you would ever do that, but you can. Okay. Okay, I don't... A bunch of things are happening. I don't really know what, but... Okay, something. Okay, Blast Oblivion. Okay, so we have to make a decision. We could E-Strike. We currently have no soul, so it's kind of sad. We could E-Strike, go again into swing. Or we could just block. Let's just block. Guardian mindset. Okay, there comes the sigil. Amping. So he's amping a ton this turn. Okay. So maybe I was supposed to use the Oasis on the unpreventable or hard to prevent damage. Okay, I feel like this tunic is never coming back up, so we'll just block like that. And hopefully these two cards can't kill us. Discarded even bigger than that. Okay. He hasn't dealt any damage to us this turn. That's why this card's not good. Okay. Amp 6 right now. Like, Mind Warp might screw us over bad if we don't get a... Okay. I mean... Technically, we could block on these. Take 4? Question mark? His tunic isn't up as well, so, like... This has to be... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. It's got to put the perfect card on the top. Draw the perfect card. Op 3. Okay, so let's get some cards out of you, Mr. Celia. We're gonna glint this to try to draw a defensive card to put in our arsenal. Or we could just draw like a god and draw... Nope, all our standing orders are gone. What could we draw? I mean, literally anything is better than a glint in arsenal, so... I think he doesn't know how to play Acilio? No, man, this is one of the best Acilio players in the world. Acilio Discord recently had an hour-long video on this deck list pop-up, so I imagine he's testing it. Ah, okay. Sure. Okay, block with 2 cards. Dangerous game using Oasis like that. Yes, I definitely should not have done that. All right, so let's glint. Let's see if we can draw a better arsenal. That's a better arsenal. Especially if he attacks us with current funnel. All right. All right, if he comes at us with Arcane, then we can actually get a nice... so let's... No blocks. We'll shunt this. Why is Yuto still awake? I don't know. Is Yuto in Japan? Maybe he wanted to stream snipe me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. The instant draw. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Oh, shit. Here comes a big-ass comet. Okay. So it's both halves, right? So... We literally can't use our whole hand, so we'll just AB what we can, and then AB the other side with this. And then this will get 2 more cards out of him, and then he'll probably just fizzle out from there. We still have a sigil that we haven't seen. So if we draw a sigil, he's also kind of screwed. mess up the ordering here? Should be both. Yep. Then activate and then send the other for 7. Yep. A, B. Oh, we're getting low, guys. We're getting real low. The nice thing is that the Tunic can't even block with a card from hand. He has to give us 2 cards. You've watched all his videos. Ah, there you go. Yuto is from Sweden or Finland, actually. Oh, okay. So then it's like 2 in the morning there. Or 3 in the morning. Why is he up? He loves Acilio so much, he wants to test against fringe-ass decks like DGA Boltyn. Okay, there's block for 6. We have 1 more Sigil, 1 more Oasis. This is actually getting kind of bad because now you can like send 2 cards at us. We might lose this if we don't see a Sigil or Oasis very soon. I think it's mainly because we have AB2 instead of AB3. So AB3 might be the play if Wizard's really popular. Will you come to Brazil calling? Probably not, but Nathan said that he might. Uh-oh. That's real bad, guys. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, we literally kill him with the Jagged Edge, I think. Or we get killed by something. He's discarding Blink, okay. Okay. It's probably going to block with 2 cards. Really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Oh, no. Oh, God. This is bad. Are we just dead? How much amp is that? Holy shit. It's 4 damage. We literally have to pitch both of these to survive. And oh my God, it's going to kill him. I think. Oh my God, guys. Oh God. Okay. We'll take it. 1-1. Okay. Good game. Good game. Good game, Yuto. Okay. Yeah. Crazy game. Very interesting build from him. Our Sigil's in the next hand. Our Oasis was kind of farther down. So we did make a small misplay. We Oasis the wrong thing, but it is what it is. Whew. That's the power of Nullshock. Okay. I see it. It's a majestic from the class. It has to be good, right? Missed Lethal could have played the Blink. I think he was digging, right? That's why he discarded it. He was looking for a spell, I presume. He might have not had the Nullshock in his hand. He could have literally had 3 no blocks. So. Okay, well, good game. Sorry to subject you to this, Yuto. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's play some more. He pitched Blink for the shock. Okay. ended like a Souls game too. The boss almost got you. Yes. Uh-oh. This is not a good matchup because Reiner messes up our hands real bad. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, so I oh, I'm not very familiar. I'm not very familiar, guys. I think we take out the heart and we add a blocking card. I think we just want 60 blocking cards. Like, yeah, just I think we could just we don't even need these no blocks. Although they don't really barraging us, but like I don't know. I don't think any of these cards are very good. And then we'll have our tunic for our shunts, I guess. I mean, we could also take out our shunts and just go like this. 60 blocking cards, no questions asked. That might be the play. Just take out these. Our blue counts now 24, which might be okay. I don't think we need to side up against Reinhardt, but maybe we do. I'm not actually sure. All right, let's just try it like this. I have no idea if this is the correct sideboard. Let's just try it. TCG players don't like to read, man. Yeah, that is true. All right, what just happened here? Okay, intimidated a card, played Savage Feast, and sweet, I get a card in soul. Just tuning in. What's the benefit of Boltyn as the warrior of choice for Decimator? You get access to Soul Shield, Halo, his hero ability, the perception of Boltyn as a racing deck. You get to play some other cards that are quite nice. All right, let's hope that this is not a shit ton of damage here at the back. E-Strike is great. We'll keep that on top. That's one of the best extenders you have. All right. Gonna send a bunch of damage at us or Arsenal? Okay, fine. 3 damage. So he's running Yellow Pummel. We need to be aware of that. Nah, good game, man. I'm happy to rematch anytime when I'm playing a proper silly deck. Not on a phone 6 a.m. in bed. Oh, man. 6 a.m. in bed? Oh, boy. All right. E-Strike sync this. Put Full Shield into our arsenal. And let's... Oh! We actually have the option of giving this 7 power. Let's try to play the Cataclysm out. Let's just do that. So what we're trying to do is play Soul Shield 3 times and then play a Cataclysm off 1 card. So let's do that. That was explained at the beginning of the stream if you want to watch. Okay, here. You got quick TLDR. Okay, Dory, Boltyn. The reason why you'd run Boltyn, the reason why you'd run DGA, Kasai, Olympia, Fang. Okay? You can pause and go back. Okay, so he took 5. Swing the axe for 4. He's going to go to 31. We're going to Arsenal the Soul Shield. He's probably going to play a Blood Rush Bellow or Sand Sketch Plan. So he played Beatdown, Beatdown. Okay. That's kind of unfortunate that we can't pay for this. Ugh. All right, our turn is not very good. If we had Tunic, we actually would be able to Sharpen Steel swing, or if this was a yellow, we could give it go again with Boltyn's ability CNC. As it stands, I mean, we just block and then get sad, I think. Oh, this is only 1 beatdown. Okay, that's... I don't even know how he intimidated 3 cards, but apparently he did. Take 7. The TLDR just to get them to side badly. I mean, Boltyn by himself has some good, like, synergies. So, surely you play the sigils as you don't mind them being intimidated. Yeah, that makes sense. But if you don't have a blocking card and then they play beatdown, that's kind of rough. Is this guy on Eugene's Reinhardt list? I have no idea. Do we pitch stack the sink? I think it's the sink in hand is fine. Although this is one card that's not a blue. That's the issue. I guess we could sink into a yellow or blue. Barraging, discard from Sand Sketch, discard to a Wild Ride. Yeah, that's the triple intimidate. Why not sink the Soul Shield with the Crown? And I'm kind of waiting for... I mean, he may not play Command and Conquer, but I'm kind of waiting for something else. Also, I kind of want to play 3 Soul Shields ASAP so my Cataclysms are online. Boltyn can run Saving Grace. That is true. No blocks. I have no reactions. Okay, we drew a blue for our Soul Shield, which is nice. We're going to want to... See, Soul Shield in Arsenal is not actually great. We actually want one of these 0-cost ones because it's just better. All right, there's a Bloodrush Bellow. Discarding a piece of it. Oh my god. He did have to pitch a red for that, so that's good for us. Okay, so Mighty Windup. Was banished, so now that's in his hand. Another Intimidate. Okay. See, if this was a 0-cost, we would be able to turn off the Barraging Beatdown. Red Barraging Beatdown, I know they're on blues, but red feels like a little bit old school. All right, just coming with the claw, thank God. So now we can shut this down very nicely. But, I mean, nicely is a... I mean, it's just going to go back down to 5. So it's actually not that good. So Barraging Beatdown and then the claw is like real good. I don't think he's going 3 wide. Basically, we want to flexors on his Sash turn, I think. I think we just block here. Hope he doesn't have a Send Packing. That's going to hit. We're going to lose. It's going to be random because he doesn't know which one is which, but, you know. Uh-oh. He banished our blue. Sad. We can't do anything. Pass. Okay, there's like no chance you fatigue a Reinhardt. It's turn 4 and we're at 20. Like his hero ability is just too good against what we're trying to do. Good thing that this hero basically sees 0 play though. So I think against Reinhardt, maybe we just bring in our racing style. Like honestly, the Soul Shield has gotten us. This is like Rainbow Barraging Beatdown. What the hell is this build? Okay. Another Bloodrush Bellow. So this is 8 or 5. We're supposed to just block? Or just block? I should have crowned a lot earlier. I don't actually know what to do here. just preserve some health. We'll soul shield this. I have not seen a list that's running red and yellow barraging beatdowns in a long time. Ooh, he's popping sash for a giant swing big. Sure. Alright, so that's 2 Blood Rush Bells gone at least. You're just going to crown this away. What is the best warrior in format? Well, you might be looking at the best. The best. Watch him barraging beatdown an Alpha Rampage discarding a Massacre. That would be disgusting. Brute Life Baby. Well, you could say that. Uh-oh. Wrong time to draw this. Okay, so we need to crown this away, draw a blue for our soul shield. That is top priority right now. This is actually a very disastrous hand because we can't even use quick dodge flexors. He might roll his scabs here. If he does and it's a disaster, we could actually standing order get this out and then CNC. Okay. So yeah, I think we just crown this away. Okay, he discarded Agile Windup that intimidated us, sure. This hand is god-awful. Holy crap. Okay, so we're trying to hold on to E-Strike, sinking the standing order, putting Soul Shield in the arsenal, so we're blocking with these cards here. Oh. Okay, we're going to E-Strike and then CNC him. That's what we're doing. We're playing WTR all over again, guys. Or not WTR. We're playing Crucible War format. The more things change, the more things stay the same. I don't think we're reaching a point where we're going to get... especially because we're pitching this, we're never going to get a Cataclysm online. So what we could do is E-Strike for 7. Give it go again with Boltyn's hero ability. Let's go. We're doing Boltyn things, guys. Fang Gang best warrior? That could be true. I think the CYB Dawnblade list, CYB Jubilee Dawnblade list I put out recently is also pretty good. Look at that. Using our hero ability for the first time in 2 games. All right. He's not going to like this. He probably should have fleshbagged us there. But maybe because we gave it extra power, he thought we were just going to arsenal. Okay, he's jamming all his armor, sure. This is very likely very bad, guys. We're going to use our quick dodge flexors this turn. Is he going to roll scabs? No way this hand is just naturally good, right? Ooh, there's Alpha Rampage. Discarding Massacre? Come on. Discarding Wild Ride. Okay. Okay. So we have Sync and Overpower. So our turn is fine. So we could just block. Take 3. Don't pummel us, bro. Thank you. Oh, no. Wait, how did that have go again? Oh, he had an agility token at the start of his turn. Oh. Well, nothing I could have done. These, unfortunately, don't block for anything unless we have another card. Okay, good game. All right. All right, guys. So Reinhardt apparently beats the shit out of DGA. Who would have known? All right. Yeah, he had agility. Yep, that is right. Yep, discarded wind up previous turn. Yep, I need to pay attention more. The soul shields were actually a liability that game. I think this just play the sigils and yeah. All right, against Kasai. I mean, if we're trying to fatigue her, we need to do deck damage, so we'll go first. All right, so I think we literally just bring everything other than our snags in. And yeah. Yep, seems good. 69 cards, as James White intended. Hey, I was told I was on stream. Okay. Were you the Reinhardt just now? What's up? All right, 66 card Kasai. Do we want to arsenal any of these cards is a question. I think we just charge, right? And then arsenal the sharpened steel. That seems really weird, but we'll do it. Oh, shit. I forgot. Whoops. Don't block like that, guys. Don't block like that. Definitely not how to block. I think we're just fine to take the damage here. So we lost 1 point of value there, guys, because we're a potato. Royal Kasai, yes. Oh dear, it's the Draw Swords brew. Not sure what brew that is, but okay. Oh man, I made 3 huge misplays now that I watched the game back. Combo turn could have been better. Missed one. Gone block for 3 life. Got my ult and set up hand properly. Yeah, there's a... That hero is really complicated. That's why I don't play it. Okay, take 6. Kasai. Okay, so this hand is all playable with the Tunic. Although, we might want to, if we get a Shunt or a... depending on what we draw, we might actually want to sink this because we might actually have a dead card. So let's just do that. I think we're okay to just keep this because as long as we don't draw something like completely dead. Like if we draw blue, we could at least put this in the bottom. Ooh, okay. I like this. This is good amount of damage. We don't have to use our Tunic either, which is nice. So we could go E-Strike 7, use the soul. I'm sure a lot of people are going to forget that you can give E-Strike go again with Boltyn. They're going to pick up the hero card and go, oh, right. You don't have to have charged. Right. Now, there's not many cards in the game that can buff themselves is the issue. So, live and learn. Yep. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest. Ah, this is Marowak. He's in the Kasai Discord. Ah. I mean, I've been playing against people that are community members for the last 3 games, so, you know. We only play against well-known people here, I guess. All right. Give it a go again. I'm wondering how I'm going to get good use out of this against Kasai. I guess I'll pitch a blue for Shunt or Oasis and then quick dodge twice. He should not be throwing away his armor like that. He's going to be very sad when I command and conquer him. Okay. Pitching, activating a gold, sure. Now, one interesting thing is that, like, DGA and Dynamos are, like, kind of the same thing. What in the world is this? Okay, this is a giant ass attack. Now, I'm not actually sure who's better in a very long game. I presume that we are, but... Kasai is active, so we do want to block this, I think. Here, 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 I think would be the best. If he Blade Flurries, we have the quick dodge. Okay, so we're just going to need to block again. Now, if this is in the swing, he's very lucky. But yeah, I think we just have to de-react this and hope it's not in the swing. Or Iron Song response would also be bad. Just want to deny Kasai the gold. Okay. Strong turn from Kasai, but no damage. I mean, Kasai's doing the right thing. She's not actually blocked with cards from hand, which is good. This is not what you want to do. Pitch 2 yellows for draw swords. Sharpened senses. What in the world? Oh, right. Cataclysm buffs this. I think we have to do it. We don't want those cards. Or, actually, hold on. We can actually play the Spelling Swing with the Tunic. That might be the play. Just pressure down the life total of Kasai. Yeah, I like that. Why not? He burns into grains. This will tell us a bit about his hand. All right, let's just put this into the arsenal. I presume this Kasai has some defensive cards because she was running more than 60, so. This is an odd card to bring in against Boltyn. What? Man, what's with these light heroes throwing 7 into 7? I don't know, man. How does it feel, Josh? To do what? To play decimator Great Axe? Is this the new Aggro Kasai list that everybody in the purple is theory crafting right now? Oh, this is just a new... Okay, Aggro Kasai. Okay. This is the new aggro Kasai. Okay, sure. Block the 2 attack reacts, which is interesting. Okay, this card's dead, so we have some blocking power. We have no soul, so the E-Strike is less powerful. Why would he block with Blade Flurry? It's like the best card. Maybe he has another Blade Flurry? I don't actually understand this line. This line makes no sense. We could deny copper. I think that's correct here. We could deny a copper. Arsenal, this is actually pretty good. I feel like I'm supposed to deny sub copper. So we're always going to swing the weapon instead of E-Strike 7 here. The more times we swing our weapon, the better. Also, if he defends this, there's a value that we extract. Plus, setting up arsenals against warriors is generally good. Alright, so we can E-Strike, sink this, and then swing felling. Seems fine. It says go again from hit and run. If Tunic was at 2, I would have kept the felling. But it's not. And then whatever this is, we're just taking this. All right, so unfortunately we have to choose go again here because we don't have any soul. In-game and out of game. Playing Great X Boltyn. A soulless deck. And we're basically telling Kasai, look at me. I'm the value deck now. All right, this is 3 Fate for scenes, guys. That's pretty good. All right, so we want to deny a Kasai turn if possible. I mean, we're not. It pitched a glint, likely to have a glint. So, I mean, whatever this is, we're not blocking here immediately. Blade Flurry, run through. Okay, sure. Okay, so what we could do. Could flexor here and then just E-Strike for. I think we just hold the flexors as long as possible. What are we looking for actually? That's all you got is quite strong. CNC with lower-ish armor is also nice. So let's just get this out of here. All right, and this will come in for 4, and we can just easy peasy Fate for seeing this. If he has another Fate, if he has an attack rack, we can deny him the gold. Sink on top, sure, we'll keep that on top. Okay, there's a Blade Flurry. Yeah, we'll just deny him the gold. Not sure why I didn't Blade Flurry the first attack, but sure. Okay, same situation. We're going to swing our weapon instead of E-Striking. I still love the Raiden builds because it gives Boltyn his identity. Block Saber with an attack. Oh yes, that feels real bad. Blocking Saber with attacks feels real bad. I always joke like, hey, they block and then they pull their block back when they see the number go out. That happened to me just now. So, arsenal this. Okay, we have Tunic, which is great. Another Kasai activation, sure. Unsheathed, sure. So here. We're going to always use our Oasis first, so we can pick up our Tunic at the beginning of our turn. Honestly, I kind of just want to give the helmet here. So we could E-Strike, sync this, and then DGA Arsenal the sync is pretty good. We haven't seen a CNC from him. I presume he's not playing it. It's also terrifying if the switching this card make our hand any better, possibly. No, it doesn't. All right, if this is in the swing, we'll obviously deploy this to deny the... Okay. No gold for you, Kasai. All right, we're doing the same thing 3 turns in a row, guys. E-Strike, go again into Great X. Oh boy, guys. The degeneracy. I can't believe 178 of you guys are watching Decimator Great X Boltyn, but okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm glad you guys are here. I wouldn't do this if I didn't have a little bit of an audience, so. All right, we are now 12 points of value ahead of this Kasai. And she even broke her gold. She didn't even have it. This is supposed to be aggro Kasai? I mean, I guess, but I don't know. Ooh, this hand's complete garbage. Ew. What are we supposed to do with this? Pitch to Glant? All right, let's arsenal this. Gorgtome. That's an old school card. All right, for that turn was a turn of failure, guys. We've swung our Great Axe many times, but we failed to swing our Great Axe last turn. So sad. Hey, the Warrior Collection I bought came in today, and I was like, Great Axes. Nice. Aggro, quote unquote, yeah. The vibes are awful, but I'll watch it for you, Jeff. No, thank you. All right. All right. Slice and dice yellow. All right. Kasai activation again. This Kasai is desperate to get gold. Jagged Edge. Pitching a slice and dice. Ooh, that's not where you want to be. That's the end of the turn. Ooh, that's not good. All right. So again, if we had Soul, we could do E-Strike at home. We could standing order sync our arsenal. But we're just going to swing the Decimator Great Axe and then play the Sigil Arsenal standing order. If the goat streams, I watch. Well, that's thank you. It's just draw as often as possible and swing. That is pretty much it, yeah. I haven't made and played a new Kasai deck in a minute, but this deck and these lines are not doing it for me. I mean, yellow slice and dice, I don't know. Jagged Edge in the main board, draw swords with not enough blues. This deck is not running any blues. What's going on? Like, very few. Just got 2 right now. Like, how are you supposed to play draw swords without blues? All right, so he played blocking. Okay, sure. That's fine. Take 1. Go back up to 25. Arsenal standing order. Okay. Kasai activation, sure. Slice and dice, sure. Unsheath, sure. Saber, sure. I think we preserve a blue. So we'll block here. If he does anything funny, we will quick dodge. Looks like no. Okay, and I'm happy again to just deny the gold and the copper. No point swinging, giving them dynamo value, so we'll just pass. Oh, we got shunt. Gonna ting him to 9. Seeing Axe Boltyn hurts my soul. I did say in the corner that this is a Shadow Warrior stream. It hurts my soul too. That's why we have no soul, guys. You see? The angel that's normally there is not there. This is a alternate timeline Boltyn, guys. Alternate timeline Boltyn. If he had 1 more card, I'd love this turn. Why does this list even play in the swing? Seems sus. I mean, in the swing allows you to connect with the hero ability and the Outland Skirmish and all that, so. Alright, Kasai activation into swing. Currently does not have go again, which is interesting. We have Tunic up, so we could actually make good use of the provoke. Alright. 6. Alright. Again, if this is an attack react, we're happy to shunt that. But, yep. And the grind continues. And we're slightly ahead of them in deck size. We've basically been trading in terms of card for card, so there's that. Uh-oh, we have a no block. Ooh, this is one of the best ways to get this card out of here, is with this. Okay, Spoils of War turn. We definitely want to block with a Spoils of War turn. All right, so we're probably standing order and then putting this to the bottom. Ooh, this is a lot of damage. Jesus. So this would block for... If we block with these... This is a big attack. The next one's for a small amount, though. I think we're actually supposed to pitch this. Soul Shield, Quick Dodge Flexors, block. I don't think this game's going to go to the Tunic coming back, so... I think we're supposed to no block and then pitch the heart. Soul Shield, quick dodge this. I think. Hopefully this is not a Blade Flurry. I haven't been keeping track of his Blade Flurries very carefully. Blade Runner, sure. So I think we block here and then... Oh, I think it's okay to give him some copper. Our turn becomes real shit though. Oh, we have a soul. Actually, hold on. It's not actually bad. We could just take this and then we can standing order from hand, sink this down. Yeah, so let's just, and then we can use our tunic to pay for, okay, so we're actually good. We can just take this because we're about to have a card and soul. So this might be why Boltyn is the best one. All right, standing order. Sink this away. It's now 6 power. We can give it a go again. Tunic, DGA. Ooh. I took Boltyn right into my RTN and went 3-3. Well, that sounds about right for Boltyn. Losing to Sam Sutherland always hurts round 2. I mean, he's a pretty good player. Am I wrong, or is Dawnblade Boltyn just better? Raiden Boltyn. I mean, I think we should lean a little bit heavier into our defensive nature. This seems demoralizing. Yeah, if you're the Kasai, this is very demoralizing. I mean, the Kasai is designed to grind, and we're basically grinding her down. Like, yeah. Kasai needs money against decks like these. She can't get that without things like Emboldened Blade, Ironsong Determination, Burdens of the Past. I never see these in Kasai lists. I don't know why. Sure. Just Arsenal Pass from them. Oh boy. Guys, this is what I love about this type of deck. I get to go Great Axe, Glint it, CNC. Ugh. So good. This is why Glint the Quicksilver's in the deck, guys. It's no 50-50 like in Fang. This is you definitely put it in this deck. This is gonna get reprised as well. Which means, oh, maybe not. Maybe no reprise. Real okay, there. Okay, reprise. Okay. Sure. Draw. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, Kasai, you are about to feel some pain. I think Kasai might have misboarded as well, because it's like, well, I don't need raise an army against Boltyn. What the heck's that going to do? It's just going to feed his Boltyn Courages. All right. Down to a 1-card hand. Oh, we get to do it again, guys. We get to do it again. Oh, that's just so dirty. That is so dirty. So dirty. Guys, we just played E-Strike into Great Axe for 3 turns. Now we get to go Great Axe Glint into CNC 2 turns in a row. Oh, man. Isn't this deck great, guys? It's like deja vu right here. Yeah, unfortunately, if this was a blue, we could actually utilize our whole hand, but we can't. Do we pitch stack this? I think it's fine to leave the jagged. We need an extender anyways. All right, 2 turns in a row. All right, this is gonna kill him here. I mean, I think it's actually fine to give her a gold just to send this whole hand back. All right, Kasai, have your gold. Double jagged edged. Oh boy. He's gonna think this is Glit to CNC again. He's checking the graveyard right now. I guarantee you guys. He's checking the graveyard now. He's like, is it gonna be CNC again? Yes, it could be. It definitely could be CNC again. Which means he can't overblock this, which means he dies. Yep. We're gonna go to 10 and he's gonna die. Got a D-React, Kasai, or are you too aggro to play D-Reacts? Too aggro to play D-Reacts, it looks like. 17 turns in 30 minutes. Pretty quick. Yeah, this Kasai list has like no D-Reacts at all. Jesus. Good game. Good game, Morowak. All right, so yeah, card parity. We're ahead slightly. That's to be expected. We had 2 cards in our soul, which is kind of cool. One from our turn 0 bolt, one from a soul shield. So, and we did use those for some juicy Easter eggs for 7, so that's nice. These cataclysms might be just bad. Although I do want 7 power 3 block poppers, so I guess I can stay for now. Yeah. All right. I think you just made him quit Fab. Oh no. I hope I didn't. All right, here's the list for you guys. You guys asked for it in chat. There you go. For those of you guys just joining us, we are selling our soul to the devil. I'm playing Decimator Grid X Boltyn. All right. Illuminates could make them better. Sure, but then there wouldn't be a 7 power popper. Ah, what's up, Metal? Oh boy. He's not gonna like this. Oh boy. All right, so against Boltyn, we want blocking cards. We don't want this. We actually don't even want like attack actions. Like I wouldn't even bring in my blue bolts. They're probably just a liability at this point. Yeah. So we want to minimize the amount of attack actions in our deck. Presuming that he's just raiding Boltyn, we don't actually need a full 60 to fatigue him. Do we want Sigil? Maybe. I feel like we could go up 3 sigils, down some more attack actions. Would be okay. I feel like we don't need the standing orders. Let's take 2 of them out. Let's just go. Let's just basically remove all our no blocks and then cards that buff Boltyn. So we'll go like that. Oh, gotta make sure my equipment is right. Yeah, my equipment's right. All right, this is a very, very, very good Boltyn player. Let's see how we do. We have a very good turn 0 as well. Jeez. Pitching Illumina. Makes sense. All right, so yeah, we can go like that. Beacon, sure. Grabbing Spirit of Arena, sure. That's a really good start. I think we don't want to take any damage, so let's just block. It's gonna swing Raiden, but what? Actually, he's not gonna swing Raiden. He needs to play that out. Yeah, sure. All right, so 1 Lumina at the bottom. He has Spirit out on turn 0. Pretty good. Okay, this hand unfortunately does not convert at all. Ew. Well, we can go like that. Yep, that's fine. Let's put sync into the arsenal. So very lucky that we IP2'd ourselves, basically. Okay, we definitely want to probably play a CNC this turn. We'll see. So let's just sync. We're also fine just throwing the DGA. Like, sure. Steel hand, sure. Yep, this should just be Raiden into nothing. So we can throw the CNC at him. We can arsenal the shelter. Pretty good. We're also going to be able to... Are we lagging? Maybe not. Oh my god, Spirit of Arena turn 0. He is a good Boltyn player. You're right. Metal is new to Boltyn there. No, he's not. Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. Might be an armor jam, depending on the situation. Okay, just 2 cards, sure. It's another beacon gone, which is good for us. Okay, arsenal. Okay, this is a setup turn from him, I presume. We got a great turn, actually. We got E-Strike into DGA. Yep. All right, we're going to give this a go again. Yep, looks like he's keeping his hand. Tunic is up, so if we draw Shunt or Oasis, we'll be able to play it. Speak of the double. Also have a defensive card in the arsenal. Here's a double charge via the Vanguard. Pretty good. If either of these are Luminas, we have to be really on our toes here. So if he has Luminas, that makes this 6. So we probably want to... I think we're supposed to take this and see what happens. Or we double block or block a little bit. How hard is 6 to cover? This, it's not actually that hard to cover. It's not too hard to cover. We're never playing this. Let's just block with this. He has 3 soul right now. We need to keep an eye on that. All right. So now this, I presume, oh, this could be, yeah. So we don't block this. If he flashes into Lumina, then we respond. Okay, so here we go. He's making a play. So here we're actually going to brick the quick dodge flexors. Oh, we actually have to do more than that. Jesus. Oh my god! Holy shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. This is a V, double charged V, Lumina, Warcrab Bellata. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. You got it, bro. All right. We're definitely denying as much of this as we can. Okay. So that's blocked. But this is also coming in for a ton. Jesus. And then we can add this as a defending card. Okay. Wow, he is a really good multiplayer. He can light up hands like that. All right, then we'll add the quick dodge flexors and we'll be okay. Just a standard Boltyn mirror. Just a standard Boltyn mirror, indeed. All right, guys, we defensively stopped that turn. Holy crap. Double charge V Lumina Warcry. With Spirit out. That's as good as it gets. Pass turn. Do it again, Boltyn. Do it again. Oh, we could have rippled away with his... Nah, we don't need to do that. We are not. Block. We're not playing that, so we'll block that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Maybe there was a world where we were playing that. Okay. All right. I guess we will just glint into ripple away. Okay. Why not, guys? I should have recognized that that turn might have just ended there. Because if it doesn't hit, yeah. Ooh, double block. Sure. Glint. Draw. Ooh, great. Perfect. Oh, this costs 2. Less perfect. I forgot. Okay. I mean, we just arsenal the sink. Fine. I think we actually just play this to... we don't want this card in our hand. Like, let's just get rid of it. All right. We need to... He's basically waiting for Tunic, another V, and another Lumina, basically. That's his turn. Block. And I guess we'll just Fate for... Try to find a D-React. That's a D-React. We'll take it. Guys, one of us is playing Boltyn as intended. The other one is a disgrace to Solana. Ripple away cost 2, yep. Why no Kabuto? Because I just don't have it in the list. I mean, sure. Kabuto would be good, but let's see if we can win without Kabuto. Alright. Put a yellow, got a Quicken token, which means he needed the Quicken token for his turn to function. Or maybe not. Just want a little bit more soul, maybe? There's Warcry. Oh, nope. No Warcry. Oh, charging Warcry. Okay, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I think we're just launching a... We're actually probably just... What are we doing this turn? What are we doing this turn? I think we just sink the Soul Shield. I think that... Okay, this is fine. Then we'll block. Or do we even have to block? Hopefully this is not an instant speed Lumina. No, it's not. Okay, sure. So I think we're just going to launch a Command and Conquer at him. This is Valiant Thrust, right? Okay, sure. His Tunic just went down, so it's actually not that great to launch a CNC at him. It could get... It could be an important turn for him, like, in terms of draws. So why not? Also, Tunic is up, so this... Oh, shit. No, that's not it. Oops. This could be a fatal engagement. So... Sure. Do we Oasis or Fate this? I don't know. All right, so we're going to Jagged Edge pitch the Oasis, probably. Arsenal this. The only time we would Arsenal Oasis over Fade is if he's playing like in Boltyn Blade or something. All right, we need to be ready for Tunic 3. That's basically what we're doing right now. Poor Boltyn having to deal with a hero with a bunch of non-attack actions and reactions. Well, traditionally, this mirror is like really, really weird. One is playing Boltyn as intended. The other is playing generic Majestic's Electric Boogaloo Fatigue. Who will win? We all know who's going to win. We know who's going to win. Oh, no. E-Strike 7 has a bunch of soul. So I think we just Soul Shield this. Yeah, we just Soul Shield this. We're not going to get a better chance than this. Which one do we pitch is the question. Guess the Glint. So I think it actually doesn't matter if this hits. I think having the D react on his Tunic 3 is actually more important. So we'll just let this hit. We need to be prepared for his next... Remember, he pitched a Lumina literally turn 0, and he hasn't seen another Lumina, so I presume this is like setting up for a giant-ass Lumina V-turn. It's probably going to be a Tunic V single charge into... I mean, to win this game, he's actually going to need to Tunic V into single charge double Lumina. That's actually what it's going to take for him to win this game, so. All right. Take 4. All right, let's see if we're ready for on defense here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Uh-oh. This is real bad. We have a card that doesn't block. I mean, technically we can block, but... All right, so vanilla damage, we're not going to block. So he would only do this if he has a Lumina in hand. Was that a double charge? This was a double charge, right? So, again, we need to... We haven't seen a Warcry in a while either. Where's his Warcry? So... I mean, we're not supposed to block this. Not yet, at least. Well... We're not supposed to block this. Swing your Raiden. Oh. Really? Interesting. Okay, so we block with Felling. We pitch E-Strike and use Tunic to cover this up. Now, if this is a Lumina, we're going to be a little bit sad, but is what it is. Sweet, it's not. Good for us. Okay. So that was 2 Vs gone. So now his last V is everything, basically. All right, he's trying to fix his hand with Warband. Sure. Cataclysm going back into the deck with High Soul. We got to keep an eye on that. The thing is, we don't even need to, like... If we get to the very end of the game, we don't even need to, like... We just win. Like, his weapon starts dealing 0. So okay, so he's going to charge that. Sure. I think we're literally just blocking the rest of the game. Like, yeah. What in the world was that? I don't even know. I thought I saw him play a card there, but I guess not. Okay. Weird. So he has no charge card in hand. That's what this is kind of indicating. Okay, E-Strike. Buff power, sure. 2 cards left. Like, worst is like a Valiant Thrust. I mean, we're just trying to cover up as much damage as we can. So I think we just block here. If we can swing our weapon, we can swing our weapon. Sweet. Okay, 11. Sure, that's pretty high. D-React. So I really am going to prioritize having this Fate Foreseen here. I think this is really, really important to winning the game. All right. End of turn, sure. Minimizing the amount of attack actions was actually good. We sideboarded correctly here. The last V went to Soul? Oh, yeah, you're right. Shit. Well, then he's really screwed. Normal Boltyn is already out of gas. Yeah, turn 12. He's chugging along here. Just give an E-Strike go again. As we can see, his soul is 5 out of 5, minus 2 out of 2. All right, no more Warband of Boltyn to bail him out. So how's he going to deal with this? Tunic is not up, so we're probably going to sink the Shunt. Although we could just play these out. Arsenal the Shunt is fine too. That gets a little bit extra value. I think we're getting close to the pitch stack. Not quite. 3 more turns probably. He hasn't pitched much, but he has 1 more Lumina. That's basically his last hurrah. Take flight, charge a card. Sure. Okay, so I think we put the Shunt into the arsenal, right? There's a chance we draw another Oasis is the issue. I think we just actually sink the Shunt here is probably best. We've seen him use 2 steel hands as well, so I don't think there's any more steel hands coming. Okay, this hand's good. This hand's real good. It's not going to get cards from him, but... are we just supposed to... I'm a potato. I should have put the attack action on the bottom. So E-Strike into swing is not going to get cards from him, so I think we just block. Big attack at the end here? No. Oh, woo! All right, Metal. You play Remembrance and a Boltyn Mirror? Huh? You play Remembrance and a Boltyn Mirror? All right, he put 2 Vs and a Bolting Blade back. Okay. Okay, all right. All right, bro. All right, we just... E-Strike 7, right? That's the most way to get damage out of this hand. All right, he's got 2 Vs and a Bolting Blade and a Lumina left in his deck now. So we need to get him to start blocking. That's top priority. If we can drop low, force him to start blocking, he might have to block with the Vs, or the Vs are less powerful. His Lumina could be anywhere now as well. If, ironically, the Lumina hitting is actually not even that good for him. He put VV Bolting Blade back, right? Why am I only seeing 1 Lumina here? I thought he played 2 Luminas. Am I blind? I guess he has 2 Luminas left. Alright, so this is not his go turn. So if we can disrespect this next turn, we're going to disrespect this next turn. Oh, this hand can't push damage. It defends, but really wish this was another blue. Oh, he's just passing. Really. Ooh. All right, rewinding a back. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. We could Tunic and Felling Swing. That forces. Man, if this was in blue, we would be in real good shape, but it's not. All right, so we're gonna have to go off Tunic here. Ooh. I don't love this, but we're putting some of the 1-cost stuff down to the bottom, so this turn could have been so much better. All right, sure. All right, this is the turn. Tunic V double charge. Put Cataclysm and Lumina into the soul? What? There's no way that was correct to double charge both these. No way. All right, whatever. We're not blocking with this hand, basically. Another situation where if we had Tunic, this would be good. Yeah. All right, redid his turn. There we go. Much better. Much better. Much better to do it this way. Single charge it, Vero. Single charge it. There's no way you give up your Lumina like that. You need 3 Luminas together, or 3 attacks to win this game. All right, single charge, sure, no blocks. Okay, so he charged a bolting blade, playing Lumina to give him his action point back. Sure. All right, we have to play around him having the other Lumina now. So we have to presume this is 6. I think we're supposed to block like this. If he has another Lumina, he'll play it for... He might not actually play it if he has another Lumina. We just can't know if he has the 3rd Lumina in hand or an arsenal. We also shouldn't know that this is Cataclysm either, so. But given that he charged a bolting blade, like, yeah. So, does he have a beacon? That's the question. 1, 2 beacons. He still has a beacon as well. Ugh. So we just have to block like this is 6, I think. I don't want to give up the Fate Foreseen here, but I think we just have to. Yep. So hopefully he has a Lumina. He's going to play it. Okay, he's not. Do we even care that he gains a life and puts a card into soul? That is 1 extra damage on the beacon, so maybe we do care. I don't know. Let's just do like that. This is a 3 block. Sure, we'll keep it on top. Okay, Cataclysm. Sure. Okay. So the Lumina, the next swing comes in for 5, right? So we want to keep 2 cards for that, so we can block a bit here. Sorry, we can block a bit here. Take 5. Okay, then Cataclysm again. Okay. And he still has Illumina. Jesus Christ. So can go to 1 here. Block this out. Arsenal this in case he tries to do something crazy with Beacon. Shelter's going to be pretty good here. All right, so he might have... He has 1 Beacon. Maybe he plays 3 Steel Hand. A lot of Boltyns these days play 2. He's a gamer. Yeah, he is. This is a great match. All right, pitching Cataclysm for versus... Okay. Okay, so just Shelter. And then we can block cleanly on the Raiden. Uh-oh. That's not good. There's the last Lumina, boys. All right, so we're going to have to block with the rest of our hand. Stay alive. No point keeping a card in hand because he still has Tunic, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not really the hand you want. Do we have any more sigils left? I don't think we do. We do not. So we're coming down to the point where not having the Tunic is bad. Uh-oh. He should be very low on gas. If he did not have a Remembrance, he loses this game. All right. How do we do this? V is going to go to the bottom. He'll see that in 2 turns. He still has a Beacon is the issue. He's thinking about using it right now. Okay, so now we Soul Shield this, and then we shunt this. So he still has a Beacon. This is not good. Now he's in range. Well, he still has 2 armor, so it's not that great. All right. This is not a good hand either. So these 1-cost stuff is coming back to bite us in the ass. You know his V is on the bottom of his deck. So he's going to have to Beacon this to... I think we actually die here. Because this will go to... We have to pitch the standing order for this, but... Yeah. He's going to Beacon this. He has to. The question is, how much does he Beacon for? Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Really? Okay. So he has a V of the Vanguard in hand now. So we're very likely to draw a standing order next turn. Yeah, so we actually want an Arsenal. How deep into our deck do we want to go is the question. I think we want to go pretty deep into our deck. I actually think he's going to get us on the final turn. Because he has a beacon still. Really? That can't be right. You're supposed to give your... Oh, he can't just give his armor. He needs a tunic. Holy shit, that one value. Oh my god, he's going for the kill. All right, so banished how many cards? 3? The next time target weapon deals X or less damage to you. 3 or less damage. Deal that much damage to its controller. Damage cannot be prevented. Holy shit, guys. Oh no. The next time it deals 3 or less damage, deal that. It's going to deal 2 damage to me. So we have to gain a life. We can't prevent it, but we can gain a life. Now, what do we target? I presume we target this? I could target my own great axe. Holy shit, guys. Guys. Holy shit, I could target my own great axe. Right? That's the correct play here, right? Right? I gain a life. It deals no damage to me. Holy shit. Okay. And he doesn't have tunic anymore. Oh my god. That was the biggest brain play. He's like, what? He's so confused. He's like, wait, why? What? I said I targeted my own X, so it dealt no damage. Oh my god, guys. Yo. Wait. Yeah, to target hero. The target hero was him. And Metal says maybe we'll get a 0 for 3 take flight one day. I said maybe. Oh boy. All right. I mean, he still has Beacon of Victory though, right? So like, he could still win. Oh my god. So he has to give this go. Okay, so I think we're okay here. Am I a potato? He still has a Beacon of Victory, right? Yeah, he still has Beacon of Victory, so this could be 6. So we have to block 2 cards. And then this comes in. And then we no block and shunt it. Oh my god. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Did I misread this? Where the fuck is his other Beacon of Victory? What? Okay. Am I crazy? Oh my god. Okay. Good game, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. He got us with the final card. There should be three. I don't see three. There's one here, one here. Am I blind? One here. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god, there are three here. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I mean, it doesn't change how I would have played that, I think. Oh my god, I'm so pissed. Okay, so maybe that last turn is a little slightly different if I know that's not beacon. Holy shit. All right. To be fair, this guy had a remembrance in his deck. He's not supposed to have a remembrance in his deck. Oh my god. Holy crab. Holy crab. Okay, that was a great game. Jesus. All right. Well, as we could see, the good Boltyns prevailed, whereas the evil Boltyn lost. So clearly, yeah. Okay. Well, we did make a really big brain play by playing Oasis on our own Decimator to not die to Warcrab Boltyn, so that was pretty cool. Although we did die to because we didn't count Beacon of Victories properly in the yeah, do you believe in miracles? Yes. Apparently that Boltyn does. So yeah. What a great game. That's a great game to end the stream on. All right, so apparently Raiden Boltyn can get there if you hit turn 0 Spirit of Arena, and then your first double charge via the Vanguard is into Lumina into Warcry Boltyn, and then you remembrance back 2 of your bees. So maybe. Yep. Okay, so one of the things in that matchup, I think I probably should have maybe reduced the amount of 1-cost stuff, or maybe not have given my tunic, because that actually kind of bit us in the ass there. So, like, definitely reducing the amount of attack actions is definitely helpful. So, like, removing the Did we side out the standing order? Can't remember. But I think we cut down, like, Cataclysm and Bolt and all that. We basically took all the light cards when we faced a Boltyn. Jeez. All right. Well, that was a pretty good game. And a good way to end the stream there. All right, guys. Well, our foray into the Shadow Warrior lifestyle is at an end right now. What did you guys think of Decimator Great X Boltyn? Oh, the poll has concluded. Okay, 44% think Dory's the best. Okay. I could see it. I could see it. Guys, I really I don't want to have to play this deck. I just wish LSS printed good offensive warrior cards. Why not the new blue D react that blocks 3? Would be good against aggro decks? Yeah. Probably putting context goes into the deck. I think that is an excellent choice. Like, there in the past, that flex spot was hold the line. And putting context might just be better. So all right, if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the chat. If not, I'm going to get going pretty soon. Let me ask you guys something. What type of decks do you want to see maybe next week? So we've done Fang for a couple weeks. We did a Dagger Dorinthia deck. We did a Decimator Great Axe Boltyn deck. Do you guys want to see I don't know, Hatchet Dory, the Jubil Dawnblade Dory. You want to see normal Boltyn. You want to see like uh Olympia with all these cards. Like, I don't know. You want to see a Kasai attack based deck with the attacks from heavy hitters. I hate how the new set is so something for Warrior. I think you what do you think is the best build of Fang is? Blues or Mars Redline? The best build of Fang might be Decimator Great X. You never know. Make Olympia good. I mean, the best Olympia deck probably looks a lot like the deck you just saw. Kasai, Hatchet Dory. Like, Hatchet Dory is probably, like, gonna be pretty good once Viscera leaves. Merciless Battle Axe Fang. That's probably not happening, bro. Olympia Wager. Yeah, I mean, I've played. I mean, if you want to watch some Olympia games, you can look up the League That Means Nothing. I just had a game against Levia that was cast there recently. Runner Kasai. I mean, that is pretty good. I think Kasai needs to run some blues, though. Not sure why you want that many reds and yellows. Well, all right, guys. I think this is where we will end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to swing great axes in the name of Solana, I'll put the link in chat. don't if when people say what the heck is this, just don't tell them I told you to do it. I'm late. Hope you doing well, my friend. Well, you just missed complete blasphemy, Andy. Dawnblade dual sword switchboard. I don't even know if that exists, but maybe. All right, guys. This has been Josh Lau reluctantly playing Decimator Great Axe with the card guys.